BMW iX represents one of the most unconventional chapters in BMW's modern product history, and the 2026 model year arrives as part of a broader effort by the brand to stabilize and refine its electric vehicle strategy, rather than radically reinvent it. Originally launched earlier in the decade as a technology flagship, the iX was developed during a period when BMW was intentionally experimenting with design language, digital interfaces, and new manufacturing techniques. The road to the 2026 BMW iX has been shaped less by delays and more by cautious evolution, influenced by global supply chain pressures, changing EV demand curves, and the need to align software development timelines with hardware updates. Instead of a full redesign, the 2026 update reflects BMW's belief that the original concept still has relevance, provided it is improved in areas that matter to long-term ownership and regulatory compliance. Pricing expectations for the 2026 BMW iX suggest that it will continue to occupy the upper end of the mid-size luxury electric SUV segment. In markets such as the United States, pricing is expected to remain comfortably above mainstream EVs, while staying competitive with rivals from Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and newer premium electric brands. European pricing is likely to remain more tightly structured around emissions incentives and tax frameworks, making the iX comparatively better positioned in company car and fleet scenarios. Rather than being marketed as an affordable electric SUV, the iX is clearly positioned as a premium technology-led product, where value is framed around materials, refinement, and long-term efficiency, rather than upfront cost. BMW's brand legacy plays a critical role in how the iX is perceived, particularly among long-standing customers who associate the marque with durability, engineering depth, and consistent driving dynamics. While BMW built its reputation on internal combustion performance and chassis balance, the iX reflects the brand's attempt to translate those values into an electric context without relying on nostalgia. The 2026 iX continues this approach by focusing on structural rigidity, predictable handling characteristics, and conservative battery management strategies, rather than headline-grabbing specifications. This measured approach aligns with BMW's broader reputation for building vehicles that are engineered to age gracefully, rather than chase short-term trends. The BMW iX is built on a modular electric architecture that incorporates aluminum spaceframe elements, high-strength steel, and carbon fiber reinforced plastic in select areas. This construction method is not merely a technical talking point, as it directly affects weight distribution, crash performance, and long-term structural integrity. For real-world use, this platform allows the iX to balance a large battery pack with a relatively low center of gravity, improving stability without compromising cabin space. The continued use of carbon composite materials also reflects BMW's long-term investment in lightweight construction, an approach that dates back to earlier projects such as the i3 and i8. Exterior design remains one of the most debated aspects of the BMW iX, and the 2026 model is expected to refine rather than replace the existing visual identity. The overall shape prioritizes aerodynamic efficiency and interior volume, resulting in proportions that are more upright and substantial than traditional BMW SUVs. Surface treatments remain deliberately restrained, with large uninterrupted panels designed to reduce visual noise and emphasize the vehicle's electric character. The front fascia, including the large kidney grille housing sensors and driver assistance hardware, continues to serve a functional role rather than a purely stylistic one. In terms of size, the BMW iX sits squarely in the midsize luxury SUV category, comparable in footprint to vehicles such as the BMW X5 and Audi Q8. Its width and wheelbase are optimized to support a spacious interior layout, particularly in the rear seating area. Compared to more traditional SUVs, the iX offers a flatter floor and improved legroom due to the absence of a transmission tunnel. This dimensional strategy reinforces the iX's role as a long-distance cruiser rather than a compact, urban-focused electric vehicle. Powertrain options for the 2026 BMW iX are expected to remain market-specific, with multiple dual-motor all-wheel drive configurations available. Entry-level variants are likely to focus on balanced output and efficiency, while higher trims deliver stronger acceleration through increased motor power. Performance figures are expected to remain competitive rather than class-leading, with BMW prioritizing consistent power delivery and thermal stability over aggressive peak numbers. Transmission behavior is handled through single-speed reduction gearing, ensuring smooth and predictable acceleration across different driving conditions. Efficiency remains a key consideration, particularly as global regulations continue to tighten around energy consumption and life cycle emissions. The 2026 iX is expected to benefit from incremental battery chemistry improvements and refined energy management software. These updates are aimed at improving real-world range consistency, rather than dramatically increasing official range ratings. In regions with stricter efficiency standards, BMW is expected to tune software profiles to align with local testing cycles and compliance requirements. Within BMW's global lineup, the iX occupies a distinct role as a technology-forward luxury SUV, rather than a direct replacement for any existing combustion model. It sits above smaller electric offerings and alongside traditional luxury SUVs, offering an alternative rather than a transitionary step. The 2026 BMW iX is likely designed for buyers who value refinement, space, and long-term usability over novelty or performance extremes. As BMW continues to expand its electric portfolio, the iX remains a statement of intent, demonstrating how the brand interprets luxury and engineering in an electric future without abandoning its core principles.